Showtime. Check. Oh,
Here we
what
go.
up, man? Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Beers and bets. Cheers.
Yo.
Cheers, fellers.
Cheers.
What's up, man?
Merry Christmas. I
Yes.
think this will be the last
Yeah.
one before.
Last time
So-
alive.
Yep.
Before Christmas, dude.
Beers and bets.
Here's
Week
to that. I got
16
my
preview.
Christmas vacation. This represents
The
us
jolliest
well.
bunch of assholes this side of the nut house. That's
Yeah,
a good
buddy,
one.
man. Yeah,
That's a good one.
represent, the number one pick.
In the Christmas movie draft. How was that? Did anybody have any comments on that you guys heard from? Disagreements? Anything?
There was a few that we didn't mention that were they were upset about. The Christmas carriage.
Everyone universally hated your Jewish
Oh,
basketball
that was
pick.
not a that was
the
not
Jewish
a winner.
Disney Channel.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
universally hated it.
Had anybody seen it?
No, hell no.
No,
Dude,
Then,
they're all like,
then
everybody
how
just-
can they have an opinion?
I don't. Fair enough, but
Shitty pick.
they had opinions. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know
You
how
got-
they had them, but they had them, and yeah.
Well, if they
Mo
have
was
Disney
asking
Plus,
about 8 crazy nights. Nobody's gonna bother.
Yeah,
their time
8 crazy
watching that.
nights. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it was like you were like the taking who did the Bears
Oh.
take a couple of years ago? Well, Daniel Jones, but I was like the Giants, but the
yeah.
Bears took Trubisky.
You
or
were
whatever.
when they were rating our drafts, you were getting pretty well crushed by everyone.
all right. It's my Christmas movie draft,
Bad
man.
Santa,
you know,
man.
I don't
Hey,
really
I had
care.
role
I'm the
models
one
on
running
mine.
that team. You know, those are
Right,
my
man.
movies.
Yeah.
Nobody
They're
else
gonna
has to be
show up
worried
to
about.
play.
Yeah,
They're gonna show up to play, man.
yeah. People doubted the Vita Vea pick, including me. I said we should have taken Derwin James, and Vita
Taken.
Vea now is taken. Yeah, we should have taken Derwin James. I was on board with that the year of that draft, and it's gone otherwise, you know. So people need to get on Disney Plus and check out that Jewish basketball
Don't
movie.
waste your time.
I've already forgotten the name of the fucking movie. So,
It's a real banger.
all right.
Jesus,
We
that's
are- we
really
are-
endorsing your pick here.
We are Disney
Fucking
Plus might
hell.
not even have it. I'm not even sure that they have it.
They don't
But-
have fucking My Date with the President's Daughter, man.
That's a
the
shame.
real fucking bull.
That's a shame.
What
So
a classic.
we are recording a day early this week just because of the holidays, Christmas when it comes to us. But we do got a full episode in store. We're going to do picks of the week. We got 5 games.
Oh, and
our
shout out
lot-
to Kwanzaa for Germ.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa,
Yep.
Germ.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
I look forward to meeting Germ in the fantasy football final. Just fucking
I don't
kicking
think
his ass.
Yeah, I don't think he made the cut.
He might.
Yeah.
But yeah, picks of the week, locks of the week,
What?
dogs of the week, fantasy football talk.
I'm just rolling
Oh,
with
what?
Matt here, man.
Yeah.
And then,
I don't
and then
know.
part 2, we're going to save for all Christmas talk. Are we not off to a flying start here?
Oh, we're killing it. Dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
This is
fantastic.
one of our best
right.
starts ever, dude.
All right. All right.
I actually have a boner right now.
Let me wash the intro down and we'll get to the picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Who's your lock,
All right.
Brad? Or are we doing picks first?
We're doing picks first. Yeah. We're going to keep it in
I
the same
figured we
order,
would.
at least a similar order. So I had Jimmy pick out the games. I think he did a decent job, except for the fact that the Bucks game was not included
Ah, man, I don't know
in
how.
the picks of the week.
Yeah.
Why isn't the Bucks game on the board?
Who are they playing?
The Panthers.
That's yeah,
They're all-
There's your answer.
yeah.
They're-
That's
There be especially when Carolina has a quarterback controversy still. They're
All
going
right.
to play Cam, but they're already saying Darnold's going to play some.
yeah. I heard.
okay.
That's just
What
a
if-
clusterfuck.
okay.
That's
All
why
right,
we
who do you
don't
think-
bother.
What do you like in the
We
Bucks
don't.
game?
Hey, you know
Tell
what? We're
everybody.
gonna stay. We're gonna stay.
I like the
Bucks-free.
Bucks.
We're gonna
Yeah.
stay.
I like the
Bucks-free
Bucks.
for one.
All right,
fucking
yeah, no
podcast.
kidding.
No Bucks.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So what
No
about
Fuck
what about
off.
next
No
week?
Bucks.
What about next week against
No.
the Jets? Can we put that on the board
Nope.
next week
Who-
against
no.
the Jets?
Yeah. That'll be the
We're boycotting the fucking Bucks for a
that'll be
while.
the first topic, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll
That
be
could
our
a
game
big
of the week.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
could be potential number 1 draft pick on the line.
Okay. All right. On the real, 49ers at Titans is our first game we're picking.
tomorrow.
49ers are favored by 3.5 on the road. Over under set at 44. Brad, kick us off. Who you taking in this matchup? The Tits versus the Niners.
I got San Fran 3.5. I think they're on a roll. They're kind of trending in the opposite direction that Tennessee is right now. I mean, Tennessee's 1-3 in those games. Tannehill's got 2 touchdowns, 6 picks.
Mhm.
And honestly, I just think Nick Bosa single-handedly could blow this game up. He's a sack in 6 straight. He's got 15 on the season, so he's tied with Garrett for 3rd. And he's leading the league in tackles for loss. So he's just living in the backfield. And there's no Elijah Mitchell, but you still have Jeff Wilson, who ran for over 100. And we've seen what they do with Debo. You know, he seems to find a way into the end zone every week on a rush. So
is that confirmed that Elijah Mitchell is going to miss another week?
yeah, that is confirmed.
With it being on this game's Thursday night, right?
Yes, correct. It's
okay.
And it's the knee. It's not concussion. It's the knee that's still bothering him.
Okay.
Because this will be the 3rd straight week now that he's been out.
All right. Jimmy, do you got the same or something different?
No, I actually like the Titans money line in this one. Just for the fact that it's in Tennessee. It's a short week. I know that 49ers have been hot. They've been playing really good, but they also, I feel like on a short week.
The Titans do show up in a lot of these primetime games.
They compete, dude, a lot. So I think that this will be a good game. And I think that, I don't know. I think it'll be probably a 3-point game. And I think the Titans edge them out.
All right. Jimmy likes the Titans. I'm on board with Brad. I also have the Niners minus 3.5. The 49ers are clicking right now. Like they've actually figured it out. It took until week 12 or so, but they figured out that Debo Samuel is the best running back on the team.
Yeah.
George Kittle has been cooking lately. So
yeah,
I like the Niners right now.
I mean,
that's probably the biggest addition too that we've seen since Debo became more of a runner too, is the last couple of weeks with Kittle being more involved, and it makes him dangerous.
Yeah, it's like this is where Shanahan, that's why we laugh at him a lot, because this is what he'll do. And then he'll
shit the bed somehow.
He'll get killed tomorrow night or whatever.
You don't think he'll wait to the playoffs for that?
Yeah, I mean, he might, but I don't know. I'm just saying. I think.
Yeah, I hear you.
See it happening.
I know.
All right. Going on to the next game, Christmas Day. We have Browns at Packers.
Hell yeah.
Packers are 7.5-point favorites in Green Bay. Over under set at 45.5. Brad, I'm going to make sure I get my pick before you get yours in, because I'm on the under here. I like under 45.5. I do feel like a bit of an asshole taking an under on Christmas Day, but in the last 5 games, the Browns have averaged 13 points a game. The Browns offense just is terrible. If Baker Mayfield comes back, it'll be even worse. So I like the under 45.5 here. Jimmy, what do you got? You like the Browns to stay within 7.5?
No, I think Green Bay minus
Packers.
7.5. Yeah, I like Green Bay. They're just playing too good. They got top 10 defense, and Aaron Rodgers is in his last fucking, the last 10 games or since week 11, he's got 10 touchdown passes, no picks, man. I mean, he's making a push, like I said last week, for that.
He's been on fire.
He really has, dude. And their defense isn't great, but they're a top 10 and they're right there. So
yeah, they've been better than anybody would have expected going into the season, for sure.
Yeah.
Green Bay's defense has bailed them out in a couple games this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
and even when they played the Chiefs, they almost got to win at Arrowhead
with Jordan Love.
Without Aaron. Without Aaron Rodgers. So
another bullet point I skipped over here. I also like the under 45.5 because Jimmy and I are playing a fantasy football semifinal this week, and he's got Aaron Rodgers. So I also hope Aaron Rodgers shits the bed. We keep the score nice and low, and I get a win this week.
Even when even when they don't put up 300, and he'll still have 4 touchdowns, man. So I ain't tripping on that.
Yeah, I'd be okay with it.
I'm surprised you jumped on an under, because I actually had 44.5, so it's gone up a little bit, I guess. But
it's actually gone down for the under. Right, you have 44.5.
Yes, correct.
I got 45.5.
Doesn't matter though. But
yeah.
I'm taking Green Bay in the points as well, though.
Okay.
They're I mean, no Kareem Hunt again. They're probably down 2 DBs, Cleveland. I don't know. Green Bay's rolling. That running back duo is tough. I mean,
yeah. And they got the best quarterback.
I just kind of saw before we were getting going here, Myles Garrett had an MRI Tuesday for his groin. Ooh. So he's questionable, and it doesn't sound promising. Green Bay's about to sweep the AFC North with this win. They're 6-0 at Lambeau. They've won 5 of them by 10 plus points.
Yeah, that
streak continues.
They're gonna sweep,
and it's starting to look like the playoffs are gonna run through Green Bay. Yeah. They haven't lost there all year.
Can you imagine Jones and Dillon running at you in the snow? Oh, that's not gonna be fun.
Well, if there's a team that could handle that, it would be the Bucks. I'm not feeling great about I have to sneak the Bucks in here somehow, guys. But I'm not feeling great about the Bucks going into Green Bay 2 years in a row and winning there in the playoffs.
If we get that again in the playoffs 2 years in a row, though, that'll be football God just picking us up, man. That's an amazing matchup.
Yep. Yeah, I've said it before. Aaron Rodgers is my favorite player to watch. He really is. It's just
oh God.
It's just next level stuff. There's only a couple people that can do it. I won't name the others because you guys know.
All right. 20 of them in your opinion.
There's 3 right now.
Right.
No, 3. Yeah, let's just. I was gonna say there's one a week.
Yeah, I'll find. Maybe I'll get on. Maybe Zach Wilson will ball out this week.
Like a poster board of all the quarterbacks.
Every time.
And then I'll cross them off. Like Herbert, he's on there. Mahomes should be on there. God knows how many other guys.
Like
Kirk Cousins has been on. Like God knows whoever.
All it takes is one good week out of Zach Wilson. Yeah. He'll be on there. All right.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let's move it along. We got Colts, another Christmas Day game. We got Colts +1 at Cardinals. Over under set at 49.5. Jimmy, you kick us off with this pick. Colts and Cardinals.
And I'm a Cardinals. I've liked them, but I actually am going to go Colts. I have them even money line here. I'm going to take them money line. I think that they're just playing good, and that's a big win last week. They almost, and it was a little tight, but they were able to win the game, and I think that's important. And I don't know. I think the Cardinals are going to try to figure it out. I'm hoping that that's a big game running back wise, because I got a few guys going there. James Conner and
he's questionable.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, he did not practice today.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Taylor just got popped on the COVID list today.
Yeah, I know. So. I saw that. Yeah,
I was bullshitting on that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been monitoring my trust me.
I wouldn't know.
Caught on.
I stayed current up until we go. I was like, motherfucker. Yeah, I would have read that.
All
right, Brad, what's your pick? Colts, Cardinals.
I'm following suit here with the Indy. I don't know. The one I looked at plus they had Indy +1 money. Whatever's going to make me more money, I'll take that.
Okay.
And it really comes down to, like we saw it last week. They got down. Like Detroit got up on them, and Arizona cannot come back on teams without DeAndre Hopkins. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of dug into it. Cliff Kingsbury, since he's been around now 3 years, he has something with the bye week. Before the bye week, he's winning at like a 600%, 60% clip. You know what I mean? A little over 500. Afterwards, it's 35%. So like last year, they went 5-2, hit the bye week, went 3-6.
Does that go back to college days too? Because if that's just 3 years in the NFL, that ain't a fucking.
Clearly, he can't adapt. He doesn't know how to adapt.
He can't adapt. It's been 3 fucking years.
You want another one? Okay, the last 3 games, Arizona in the red zone, tied for 27th with Arizona.
I'm sorry, play the
Arizona with
that?
Atlanta.
Tied for Arizona with Arizona?
The last 3 games.
That says something.
Hopkins is 8 touchdowns.
Obviously, Hopkins is a monster.
But with him out, it changes things. And Murray is not. He seems to tire out as seasons go on. We've seen this happen.
Yeah. I'll make it 3 for 3 because I'm on board with the Colts right now too. The Colts have been playing better and better every week, and Arizona's been playing worse and worse. It's it's a simple pick for me. I mean, the fact that all 3 of us are on it makes me a little bit concerned because sometimes when we're all going the same way, we tend to all be wrong. But it's Christmas.
Arizona hasn't shown us anything though to think otherwise right now.
I'm really close to fucking swipe it. Give me Arizona. I'm taking Arizona.
Okay.
-1.
All right.
Yeah.
He's invested in James Conner. This is a James Conner bet.
This would be a game that if they won, and they've kind of had these early in the year a lot. I know they had Hopkins there. And when they were both injured, they won a few games. Like, there's been times this year where you're like, you'd be surprised if Arizona wins this game. They had one against, didn't they go into Tennessee and kind of kick their ass early in the year? And we were like, what the fuck, man? So there's been times where they have these games and you're like, man, this would be a real big
just none of that without Hopkins.
No, but I think that they still have some good weapons, man. DJ or that Moore dude, is it DJ? I don't know. The
Rondale Moore.
Rondale Moore.
What if I pick him up in fantasy and start him this week, Jimmy, and he just goes off for like 30
That'd probably be a dumb pick.
Please do it, because I picked up that Kirk guy they have, and he only had like 12 targets last week.
Yeah. All right.
Terrible.
You didn't start him though, did you?
And my bye week? No, because when you
you were on a bye week.
If you're in first place,
I walked into this one.
Yeah.
Enough.
What happens is
All right. Rams -3 at Vikings. Over under set at 49.5. Brad, how do you feel about Kirk Cousins at home against the Rams?
Rams are gonna roll. I'm taking Rams in the 3 easy. I don't see the Vikings stopping anybody. I mean, now that the Rams are kind of running that 2 running back balanced attack, they're not just throwing the ball every single play. You're seeing their defense kind of be a little more rejuvenated, like Donald's on the field more because they're not out there for so many snaps. And you have the best receiver, in the league having maybe the best season ever. He's probably going to break every record there is for a single season. It's just,
I don't like that. I got to be honest. I don't really like Cooper Kupp.
I mean,
I know he's good.
You don't have to like the guy, but it's just when you see somebody keep doing it game after game after game like this, I guess the only asterisk you could put by it is he does have the extra game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
I mean, that's a big one too.
Right. And
and somebody's going to break this record within the next 5 years. If I had to guess.
I just think it's big too. I don't know if you heard all the drama with Minnesota. So Brashad Breeland, their best corner, he got into a fight at practice with like teammates and a couple coaches.
Didn't they just cut him though?
And they cut him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they're without their best cover corner right now.
Yeah.
How long before he's in New England, do you think, man?
Fingers crossed for Baltimore.
Yeah. I mean, somewhere, dude.
We need help.
Yeah. Yeah, they do it in the secondary in Baltimore.
All right. Brad's on the Rams in this one. I'm excited to see Justin Jefferson against Jalen Ramsey. And I was tempted to pick the Vikings here, but I actually just settled on taking the over 49.5. I see this being, I don't think the Rams defense is that good. I think the Vikings got the playmakers to move the ball on them. The Rams defense isn't that good. Dalvin Cook might rush for 200 yards this game. Jimmy, you have a look of disapproval. You think the Rams defense is good?
I don't think they're bad. I think that they have, this is like when you fucking Pittsburgh sucks, right? Yeah. It's like, I don't think that they're like great, but I think they're good. I don't think they're shitty. I think when you have the best D lineman in the entire league and then the best cover corner or best cornerback in the entire league, your defense can't really, it's hard to be bad. When you have Von Miller added on, like they have pretty good. I mean, I don't watch a lot of Rams games, but I feel like they're not.
Can you name a linebacker on the Rams? Like either of you?
Von Miller.
I would say he's an end. You call him an outside linebacker, but he's an end.
Yeah, no, that's what his.
Could you name an off-ball linebacker on the Rams?
Me?
I couldn't name many players on the Rams.
Yeah, Brad. Yeah,
they invest in their big name guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason.
But I mean, I can't.
They're very thin.
I can't name a lot of names on the guys on the Patriots
or the Vikings.
Yeah,
I mean,
Harrison Smith. Who else do you know on that team?
In the secondary this year, not anybody else.
Now that they cut, Breeland, especially.
Yeah.
Showing our knowledge here at Beers and Bets.
Yeah,
baby. We do our research, man.
Hey, I'm just trying to say.
Yeah, no, I know.
It goes both ways.
But
But that makes my point for the over, though, doesn't it?
That helps the over. But I'm saying,
I think the way the Rams are playing, I wouldn't trust that over
because they're kind of killing a little bit of clock.
They've shown a little bit more dedication to running the ball. Just
the Rams.
Yeah, and I think it's almost
just more of a. Is Jarrell Henderson back?
He's back. They've just been using him more. It's kind of like how the rotation is in Green Bay with AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones right now, where Jones is getting less touches, but they're probably more the explosive carries.
Yeah.
But then Michelle's in there smacking them every time for 3 and 4. And
experience of playing in the playoffs and being that workhorse with the Patriots.
He's been good. He's been good.
Yeah, and that game against in the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs at Arrowhead, which was maybe my favorite football game in the history of football.
The D Ford game, right?
Yeah, that was beautiful, man.
All right, Jimmy, your pick for Rams Vikings.
Yeah, I like the Rams -3.
Yeah, I was already writing Rams. I had a feeling.
-3.
Okay.
Take them in the points there.
We got one more game. It is Bills at Patriots. Oh, this is a good one.
To New England
Bills
we go.
At Patriots. Bills are +2.5 in New England. Over under set at 43.5. I like the Bills to get their revenge. I like Bills +2.5. I'll throw Bills money line on a few bets this week.
Yeah,
I just feel like after the humiliation,
why don't you just take that money and burn it. Maybe do that, man.
No, Sean McDermott and Josh Allen have too much pride after getting humiliated a couple weeks ago.
Too much pride. I know him personally.
The Bills are going to win this game. I mean, you could ask Bill Burr. He's McDermott's brother. The Bills are going to come out on fire this game. Josh Allen throws for 3 touchdowns, also runs for 1. The Bills win. The Bills win 31 to, so let's say 31-19 Bills. I'll even write that in the corner. 31-19 Bills. Easy win for Buffalo. Jimmy, you disagree because you're sighing over there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a high of 11 on Sunday in New England. And
what about the wind?
13 miles an hour, and then
that's not any wind.
And snow showers too.
That won't affect Josh Allen.
No, not at all, man. Yeah, no. And who knows who's gonna be fucking with the mics and all their fucking headsets and shit up there in New England, dude. I'll take Bill all the way on this one, dude. Fuck that. Let me see. I got Patriots -2.5.
Pats -2.5.
It might only be a 3-point game, but yeah, I'll take a minus. I'll take.
Okay. Brad, which way you going here?
I'm going the same way.
Pats.
Yep. I like him. For a while, I thought Josh Allen might not play. I saw he's a full practice today, but the way they match up, I don't see anything changing. Like New England, we kind of saw the way to beat New England is use the same game plan New England used to beat Buffalo. You know what the Colts did last week, just running it on them. You know, when they lost and they're coming off a bye. That was the weird thing too. Like for New England to come out so flat off the bye and lose to Indy 27-17.
They're not losing.
It's just like Buffalo can't run the ball like that. Like they're so one-dimensional. Like, yes, Singletary had a solid week last week against
Carolina, but most of it was like a couple runs. It wasn't like he was consistently gashing Carolina.
He broke off like maybe 3 solid runs, but I
think the Bills spread them out. I think the Bills go with who they are this week. I don't think they try to run the ball
Bill plans on that much. Though. I think he embraces that almost.
How many times did Allen throw the ball in that first matchup? You guys know off the top.
I think he completed like 17. I think he threw the ball. I think he threw 30
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they kind of did. I mean, then they threw the ball a pretty fair amount of time.
No, they ran the ball in that game way more than they usually do.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it well.
That game too, the win was nuts. Like that game was tough to
Yeah.
I just for whatever reason, Buffalo seems hesitant to unleash Josh Allen and just let him run. Like
Well, right now with the foot injury, though, it's kind of that.
Right. You
isn't going to be at full strength. Yeah. I just like the Bills to get revenge this week. I don't see him losing.
Exactly 30 attempts in that game against New England.
Okay.
Exactly. 30.
Should have been a trivia question.
Yeah, man. It would have been. You guys both nailed it, dude.
Yeah. All right. So we're split. We're split on a lot of games this week. This is going to be This is going to determine who wins. Our record picks for the year. Maybe after this week, I'll go through and count them all up again. Add to the total we had after week 12.
Yeah.
And see where we're at with 2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that wraps up picks for the week.
What we should do is a fun playoff tournament thing, like pick them and actually have something set up for that.
Yeah.
Pick them. Yeah. And Seahawks said
we
he got
to
start getting his red zone touchdown of the weekend. So when we
can have him as a feature.
I'll shoot him. Shoot.
See if you can get one. We probably got like 5 minutes before we get there.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll see.
Right. Yeah.
If not, we'll mention it in part 2. But first, let's get into locks of the week. Brad, what's the one spread or over under you're looking at this week that you feel the best about?
I'm loving that Rams game. Because it's in Minnesota, I get it, but that's indoors, so it almost kind of works to a Rams advantage. That's a Minnesota defense, cut their best corner, giving up over 400 yards of offense a game. The way Cooper Kupp's playing, the way the running game's kind of balancing them out. I know I kind of talked about them earlier, but yeah, I don't see any way the Rams don't cover that.
Okay, Rams -3. My lock of the week carries off of the last game we just talked about. It's Bills money line. The Bills aren't going to lose 2 to the Pats this year. Before the season, this was the Bills' year. Not a lot's changed except for we were given a smoke screen a couple of years ago in a shitty weather game where New England threw the ball 3 times and pulled off a win. When they're forced to do otherwise on Sunday, Mac Jones is going to make mistakes against a solid Bills defense. The Bills are going to win by double digits. I'll book it now. I might even bet it on Sunday. The Bills win this game by double digits. Give me the Bills money line.
How much money have you won betting when you put on bets like that?
I mean, I've definitely lost a lot of money betting on football this year. I won money last year betting on football. It just wasn't my year, man. It's kind of, my betting goes how the Bucs season goes typically, because I can't really make a parlay without the Bucs being involved, and they've ruined a couple weeks for me this year.
Bastards.
Yes, I know. How dare the Bucs ruin a fucking Bucs fans parlay?
You pollute my shit.
Jimmy, I know you're trying to get a hold of Seahawks for his red zone touchdown.
Yeah, but you said something that was pretty close and accurate to what you said. The Bills aren't going to lose
2 in a row to the Pats
in December. Whatever, right?
No, I just said 2 in a row this year when it's kind of, it was supposed to be the Bills season.
I'll do you one better because I thought you were on the right track when you said 2 and Bill and, and whatever, because Bill's not going to lose 2 in a row in December. Bill Belichick, the greatest coach of all time. No way. Not
I think he will.
Nope. You're wrong. I mean, we'll see, but no, I'm sorry.
Mac Jones admitted
they made them their bitch the
practice,
first game, dude.
But,
they made them their. They did what they ran all over them. I mean, they're fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be better when they're at home?
Belichick's only allowed to use that weather machine a couple times a year, though, right? Like I know he hired Elon Musk or somebody.
It's only in New England. It only works there.
Right. And
he got it to work in Buffalo a few weeks ago.
Yeah, man. That's my point.
Well, you better watch out.
I don't.
So you better watch out.
That was just Santa Claus.
Better not lie.
Doors are open. We're coming inside. Harry and Marv are coming.
So Jimmy, what's your lock of the week? Is it Pats?
No, Green Bay.
Yeah. You wouldn't go Pats because you just don't feel that confident in that pick.
For some reason, I think I'm a Pats fan. I'm like, no.
Oh.
Just because you root for every other team doesn't mean we do.
Yeah, right. The fuck.
I got the San Diego Chargers. I got the.
We don't have time. We don't have time to run through all your squads.
I'm gonna give you those pennants.
The Vikings, the Niners. Give me. That's the 5 I need, though. I can narrow it down to 5. I need 49ers. I need Vikings.
Race board.
I need Chargers. I need
Don't have a
Bucks,
Chargers,
and I
don't
need
have-
I don't really need the Chiefs because I feel like I've jumped off the Chiefs ship this year.
Oh, give it a
you're
I
year.
down
only
with
need
them.
four.
Or give it a few weeks.
Give it
Just
like
wait
2
till the
weeks.
playoffs.
Right, the
Mahomes
Bucks-
is still
playoffs.
Get the Bucks knocked out of the playoffs, and we'll see who.
Mahomes is
Yeah.
still the best of all
Yeah.
time. You heard it
Yeah,
here.
okay.
All right,
God,
We-
you just
we did our locks of the week. I know I'm
Absolutely.
making it tough to get through this,
We are
but
the jolliest bunch of
let's-
assholes this side of the
let's
nut
move
house.
on to dog of the week.
That should be in the nut house right now.
Jimmy, start us off with your
Oh.
eat them to the
underdog pick.
dogs.
Underdog. Hungry
Um,
dogs. Dante dogs.
Miami.
Miami. I thought about that one.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like Miami
Against New
right now.
Orleans. The
Yeah, I
Saints are
don't-
only good against the Bucks, is the thing.
Yeah, and then I mean division.
I wouldn't
games
take a
are
lot of I
weird.
wouldn't put a lot of stock in what happened last week.
No, I wouldn't either. But yeah, I just think Miami's playing really good. And Duke Johnson looked really fucking good last week. dude.
He
So they got
did.
a couple of good running backs there, and Waddle is really, really playing fucking good, dude. And then they got Devontae Parker back, right, too. So yeah, they're
Mhm.
Well,
and-
Waddle should be back this week.
Okay, yeah.
He was on COVID.
Gasecki though too.
I
is
like
he-
Gesicki a
Yeah, I
lot.
mean they have a good little thing going, and I've talked about Flores. I like their. I think they're. I mean they're on a tear.
They've
right
won
now,
6 in a
too.
row.
Yeah, they've been killing
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Ever since the Ravens win,
Yeah,
it,
and
it
that is
ignited
something
them.
that yeah, it is though. Primetime game, short. Like wasn't that a
Yep.
short week? Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
Tua coming off the bench. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Brad, your dog this week. Who do you got?
I'm going Broncos, baby. I'm trusting that defense.
I looked at that. Yeah.
The Raiders could
It's 1
barely
point,
beat
right?
they barely beat Nick Mullins last week. I have more faith in Drew Lock than I do in Nick Mullins. Denver's like they are a top 5 defense. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You look, I mean,
I know, man. I just
they are. They are. Every
numbers-
number says
No, and I thought about that pick too. But I'm saying a top 5 defense doesn't give up that fucking touchdown after we scored the way we did. Then we let them drive right down the fucking field on that big play, man.
I just think Locke can do enough to win it.
Oh.
He's 8-10 as a starter. He's thrown 24 touchdowns to 20 picks. So it's like everybody says he's so terrible, but it's like
he just stopped.
he's completing 59% of his passes. He's not. You could be doing worse. Is
This
all
might-
I'm saying.
This
I've
might
never
be a
seen
good
a worse-
week. Go ahead, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
I've never seen a worse play in my life by a quarterback than
Oh, he makes a ton of bonehead plays, but so did Jameis Winston. But Winston also wins some games too.
Yeah, it's been too
Winston-
long since we've mentioned Jameis on
Winston
the pod.
threw
Hey,
30
see,
touchdown passes.
hey, I
dude.
was trying to get rid of the Bucks on the podcast for the week, but we can still bring in Jameis. You know?
It might-
Winston threw 30 touchdown passes too. Drew Lock has not done that.
Yeah.
Anywhere near that.
Right. So in
He's only
24 in
come
his
here-
career.
He's come
Yeah.
here 30 fucking picks probably though, man.
It might be
No,
a good. It might be a
He's
good
thrown
week.
more touchdowns than interceptions in his career.
That's surprising
Dude, and
to
that
me.
should be. I mean, that should be kind of what.
No,
it
it's
is,
just
right?
I think the
like,
way
that shouldn't be something that
some people think he's some of these
I
just
hope-
terrible games that like people think he does that all the time, and that's not true. He just every once in a while has a complete clunker and throws 4 picks.
It was just sad the last one, and we shouldn't even be on this still. But it was sad last game when it was like we knew it was. I was.
I like
God.
it as a dog bet. I don't know.
I do think
No,
this
it's a good-
game.
I looked at that game. Like I thought about it.
Raiders are banged up still.
Yeah, this game against the Raiders, I think this is Jerry Jeudy time, man. The Raiders secondary is not that good. Jerry Jeudy
I like that.
hasn't had that breakout game yet, and I think this could be it. Jeudy gets his first touchdown this year, which sucks to say that he.
Wow.
You know how much I love Jerry Jeudy. I told
Yeah,
you
man.
about that when the Broncos drafted him.
That's
he hasn't had a
jersey I really
touchdown.
want.
He hasn't had a touchdown all year, and
Kinda
it's
wasted
partially due
injury.
to
Yeah.
it's partially due to injury and partially just that the passing game
Yeah,
there has just been average.
Man, that's
put a
crazy.
quarterback on that team, man. Because even Javante's coming on towards the end of the
Yeah.
year. You got-
For
you
sure.
got
I like-
really
Passing
good
game as well. He's doing a lot of the
foundation.
backfield
Like,
catching the
and
ball.
Albert O's look pretty good. I mean, we have great
Yeah.
weapons, dude. It's annoying, but yeah. All right, that was too
Albert-
much on the Broncos.
Albert O. Oh, I know who you're talking about. All right, my dog of the week is the Bears in Seattle. Justin
6.5,
Fields.
right?
Hey, I like that pick. Yeah, that's a cool.
I mean, the Seahawks just suck. I've said it too many times. I don't even need to say it anymore. The Bears can win this game. They came close to beating Minnesota the other night. All it takes is Justin Fields making like 2 or 3 big plays this game.
They came close. Didn't they lose by 8?
I think it was 17-15 or something weird.
Okay.
Let's pull it up. We got a minute 42 here. Let's pull up Bears Vikings.
So I have the Bears on their 3-game losing streak, losing by 8, 15, and 11.
Let's see. Maybe I went to bed and there was a late score.
Oh God. Here's our fucking insight.
But yeah, because let me check this. But we're gonna save the fantasy stuff and the first red zone touchdown until part 2.
Right on. That works. Yeah.
You know, we got a minute left here.
17-9.
17-9. I thought it was 17-19.
Do your homework.
Offensively. Yeah, I like that pick because I think Montgomery could have a huge day. So that's a good call.
Okay. Is Montgomery on your fantasy team?
Yeah, he's just another dude that I have in this.
Yeah, but you won't start him. You wouldn't dare start him.
Plays every week.
Yeah. He played last week?
Yep. When you no, because again, I had a bye. You know, when you have Montgomery, when you have Montgomery, Taylor.
Are you worried about your team coming off a bye?
No, my team is banged.
I don't know. There was a pause there.
No, I was just coming up with a good joke. They're professional bangers, so they're used to coming.
All right. I'm just going to make you well aware.
To buy or not.
I'm going to make you well aware. My fantasy team plays very good defense.
I'm going to make you well aware that we're under a minute and we need to wrap up. And we'll be back and I'll make fun of you in part 2. How about
last week, I held ATL's team to 50 fantasy points.
Yeah,
so
I know. Well,
that's how good my defense was last week. All right.
The luck of the Irish.
All right. We'll see y'all part 2. We'll talk some Christmas and fantasy talk. Cheers, y'all.
Luck